Hi, this is Julia from DoYogaWithMe.com. This short prenatal class is all about helping you breathe better. Enjoy. All right, welcome back. Welcome, babies. So breath work, so important for us throughout our entire lives, obviously, but also for managing stress and for nourishing babies. So all you need chair today. If you prefer, you can also be on the mat if that's more comfortable for you. Just find a seated position. Notice your sit bones. You might start to rock a little forward and back just to kind of get that sense of where you are, and then really ground down through those sit bones, that base from here. Start to feel your spine growing longer, right out through the top of your head, allowing for our bodies to have more space for the rib cage to move. You can even take your hands onto the outsides of your ribs here and start to breathe wide into those hands. Big inhale. And big exhale. So it's almost as if there's an accordion between your hands here as you breathe, moving in and out. And if you'd like, placing a hand on heart and a hand on your belly, maybe two hands on your heart. You can even close your eyes just to start to bring your gaze a little bit more internally, a little more towards that breath, some awareness there. Feeling your breath underneath your hand and noticing how it is for you right now, maybe a little more shallow than normal or maybe long and relaxed. Knowing that we will have a reduced capacity to breathe in and out, especially as baby starts to take more and more space up in our bodies. And that's okay. You'll get it back later. Lots of time, lots of space later. So just noticing here, letting go of any stories that really aren't helping you. And as you're breathing, try to relax a little more around the jaw and around the throat. So no ujjayi breaths here, no constricted airways. We want to relax these sphincters here, this area here, the diaphragm here, so that in turn we can relax the pelvic floor, the cervix, the uterus even more, especially when it comes down to the birthing process, wanting to be able to open and relax there. Maybe letting out a sigh. Maybe letting out a more vocal sigh. Keeping those noises on the lower tone, the lower end of the scale, so that we don't trigger any kind of nervousness or kind of hyperness that can really aggravate the nervous system and actually slow down labor, things like that. So keeping it low, keeping it slow as best you can. And then gently floating your eyes open if they're still closed. We're going to inhale to open your arms wide. Now stretching wider, open your ribs. And then exhale, give yourself a big hug around your spine and tuck your tail under. Inhale to open, lift your chest, maybe even look up. Exhale, round once more here. Draw in your belly button. Inhale and exhale. So try for these next 10 minutes or so just to notice your breath. Really enjoy the sensation of breathing as we make more and more space, as much space as we can right now for that breath. Always going at your own pace too, not having to follow what I'm doing. So last one here, big hug when you get there. And then coming back to a tall spine, seated position, rolling out the shoulders. Working a little more on that upper spine, the thoracic spine. Go through an active movement twist. You can have your hands on your shoulders, elbows lifted, or you can make little fists here, wrapping your fingers around your thumbs for a little more grounding. What it'll look like is an inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Now, if you'd like, you can start to turn your head with your arms. That's only if dizziness, vertigo is not an issue for you, or epilepsy, anything like that. Or if it's just one of those days where looking straight ahead feels better, awesome, roll with it. Keep with your breath though. You might be going nice and slow. You might be keeping it quite gentle. Or maybe today is a day where you just feel a little bit more like that active loosening and you're going a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. As always, just try to tap into that intuition, to what your body is telling you and to what you need. Maybe what baby needs too. We'll just do a couple more of these here. Really loosening up through the thoracic, cervical spine. Great. And then slow it down completely. And let it all go. Woo, good shake out through the shoulders. Coming into a side bend to open up the side body. Big inhale, sitting tall, and then exhale, bending over to the side. If you're on the ground, maybe walking your hand out. Reaching tall and long at first. See if you can really reach through your fingertips. So extending, pulling the fascia, all the muscles, the ligaments on that left side of your body. Drop your shoulders down, relax. If you'd like, you can look up towards the ceiling, but that, again, is optional. If you'd like, you can start to relax to that top arm even. Let your fingers dangle. Let the elbow bend. But try to take that breath, that focus into that left side. So breathing, expanding here. Using your breath to stretch through the intercostals between the ribs. And then inhaling to move, come back up. Exhale, arm down. We'll go to the other side. Big inhale, sit tall, reach tall. And exhale over to the other side. Anchoring still down through that right hip. Reaching strong and long here. Big inhale. And if you'd like to soften a little more, exhaling, just let that go. So breathe as it feels comfortable for you. Have your head and your neck in the place that feels best for you. Trying to keep the softness just right around the forehead and the eyes, across the face. And then next inhale, let's bring that arm up. Exhale, let that arm come down. Again, little roll out, little shake out. Just notice how that feels. We'll come to stand around behind the chair, or you can find a wall or a countertop to place your hands on. If you're on the mat, you could also go into a heart opener here, stretching your arms out in front of you, or even a child's pose. So behind a chair or wherever you are, just starting to drop your chest down, hands on the back of the chair or hands walking down the wall. The wall can be a good option if you do have some heartburn or dizziness, you're just not feeling comfortable coming down to a horizontal position with your upper body. You can stay on more of an angle from there. But otherwise, wherever you are, just allow your chest to sink forward as if it's dropping between your armpits. Maybe let your head fully relax, let your neck relax. Encouraging the face to relax. Those horse lips always work. Encouraging the jaw, the throat area to release. Any kind of sighs, always welcome. You might move your hips a little bit here, just gentle circles or swaying a bit, rocking a bit side to side. Can you feel that accordion, that fan, breathing open and wide into your lats? Stratus anterior, the outsides of your back, sides of your rib cage. And then, of course, the front side into your heart, into your chest. Adding a little bit more of a side bend. You can walk your feet a little bit closer together. We're going to turn our toes over to the left side, pivoting on your heels. Your knees will turn to the left as well. And then swing your tail and your hips over towards the right side. So you'll feel this pull all through the left side of your body, opening up the left side. Starting to breathe here into your armpit on that left side there. If you're on your mat in a child's pose, you might walk your hands over to the right now and pull back through the left hip. Let's all pull back through our left hip. Notice your breath rolling through you. Trying to keep it long and smooth. If you'd like a little more juiciness on that left side, you'll walk your left hand over towards your right. For the last few breaths here. Ooh. And again, if you'd like, playing around with any of that vocal toning, those noises, those sounds. Not letting anybody tell you that you shouldn't be making noises at any time. And just becoming familiar with those different noises yourself. Let's walk back through the center. Hands even out, feet and legs and hips even out. And then pivot to the other side. So the toes now turn to the right, knees to the right, tail swings over to the left, and then just again dropping your chest down, maybe relaxing through the head and the neck. Breathe and open up that right side. Keep pulling that right hip back. Enjoying this feeling if you can. That softness around the face, maybe a bit of a smile. Oh. Hey, you can even walk through the vowels if you like with those sounds. If you want that little bit of extra sensation, walk your right hand over to your left now. Of course, if you're on the mat, you're walking both of your hands over to the left side. Really enjoying the sensation of taking the time for yourself here, just to open up through the lungs, through the rib cage, to bring in that oxygen. And then slowly walk your hands back to center, bring your feet to center. Very gentle, start to draw yourself out of this pose. Ooh, just walking up, avoiding any kind of head rushes or anything like that if you're standing. Taking your time, coming back to a seated position from wherever you were. And coming right back to placing your hands either side of your rib cage. Spine is long and tall, closing your eyes. Inhale, just notice how you feel now at the end of this little breathing session. Exhale, just feel the lungs accordioning in. Accordioning, hopefully that's a word. Coming back in. Inhale to expand. Exhale back in. Our last smiling breath. So you might place your hands again on your tummy or your heart, wherever it feels best. Bringing a smile to your face here. Just noticing how that feels right around your lips, right around your face area there. A kind of warm, smiley energy. Breathing that in, maybe to your heart, that light, that joy. And then exhaling to let go of anything that you don't need. Bringing your awareness back to your mouth area, that smile, big smile. And exhaling to let go, soften. So if you have any areas of your body that might be a bit tight or just need a little attention and love, bring your awareness there now. And next time you inhale, I want you to picture that smiling kind of energy, that joy going to that area, filling it up. It's expanding, it's sunshiny, it's bright. And then as you exhale, let go of whatever it is that's bothering you there, the tightness, the tension. It's releasing, it's relaxing. Inhaling, expanding, smiling. Exhale, soften. Stories melt away. Do that one more time. And then bringing your awareness to baby. Big smiling breath in here as if baby's smiling too, filled with sunshine and joy. And exhale to let it go. Baby so relaxed, so soft. One more time. Big inhale, smiling from ear to ear. And exhale, let it go. Hands together at heart center, just for a moment, bowing your chin. Thanking yourself for taking the time to focus on your breath today, to nourish you and to nourish baby. The power in me bows to the power in you. Namaste.